Halloween Horror Nights is back for 2025 and we're here to experience it. Is it going to be better than 2024? Come with us and let's find out. Just had to watch the Mega Movie Parade again. Watched it from 3 locations. Can't stop myself. Watched it come in a different location to what we usually watch it, and it was quite cool. And then I couldn't let it go, so I ran a little bit up again and then watched it come past again. And then walked round near Transformers, and it was on its way through, so I stood and watched it again. So I've watched the ET float and the Jurassic float come through 3 times. I'm a nightmare. Nightmare when it comes to these parades and stuff. I love them. I love it so much. Although Jaws was missing from today's. Jaws wasn't in there today, so they removed the Jaws float out as well. So, and they've also removed the Jurassic World Raptor float is not in there, and the Gyrosphere was missing as well. So whether there's issues with those floats or not, I don't know. But those floats were missing, and then Jaws was also missing as well. So that's 3 floats missing out of it. So it went from ET to Jurassic Park, like the T-Rex at the end, the finale float. And yeah, that was it today. So I don't know why they're shortening it, whether they're shortening it on purpose, whether the floats are broken down, I don't know, but yeah.
I knew something was missing, but I didn't realise what it was. I felt like it was shorter than normal, and the end was weird. But you've just said ET, and that's exactly what it was. I didn't even realise. I didn't piece it together in my head. Really weird.
Not ET. Jaws was missing.
Jaws, I mean. Was Minions in there?
No.
I know you've just said that. I'm just trying to
Minions wasn't there either, and I didn't even notice.
No, they weren't, were they?
No, Minions was missing as well.
How weird. I wonder if they've got like an adapted one.
So that's about half of it missing. I mean, Minions I'm not too bothered about.
No.
I didn't even notice that, weren't there?
But yeah, that's like a good few floats missing. One thing that I do just want to say though, and we'll obviously go through it later, but the Crooked Cat Lady scare zone, I've actually just looked at some, we've walked through it before, but I've actually just looked at some of the detail in there. And the Crooked Cat Lady scare zone, we've walked through it before, but I've actually just looked at some of the detail in there, and it looks really scary. So I'm actually quite looking forward to doing that one. That was probably the strongest one last year in terms of scare zones. I can't remember what it was called, but I think that was probably my favourite one. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done this year. It does look really, really good. So I'm looking forward to it getting dark later and having a go.
So as you said, we are here for Halloween Horror Nights tonight, but we are a little bit early. So we're going to do a couple of rides in here before Halloween Horror Nights gets started. We have got a couple of rides to do in here. We don't really gel with many of the rides in this park, so we don't usually do many. We don't usually do a whole day in here. So we're just going to pick out some of our favourite little rides to do before Halloween Horror Night starts. We need to go and fetch our wristbands in a bit. So I thought we'd just do ET Adventure before we go and pick our wristbands up. excited to get back in here. We didn't get on this last year when we came. We just ran out of time. And then the one day we came to do it, I think there was thunder and lightning, there was like a mini storm coming over and it went down, we couldn't get on it, and then we had to leave. So yeah, we didn't manage it last time. But it's a really cool, classic Universal attraction, so I do like to do it.
There's no eating, drinking, smoking, or flash photography on the ride. In addition, all children must be at least 34 inches in height in order to...
Actually, did we have to fail?
Quickly, guys.
I'm Steven Spielberg, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the E.T. adventure.
That was excellent. It's not the best dark ride in the world, and it is so 90s, it's crazy. But it's lovable and it's cute and it's been there a while and it's got a nice little story to it, and it's a cool little dark ride to do where they don't just retell the story, but they do give you a hint into what the story is like, if that makes sense. So for example, you know, the bikes fly and things like that, so you get to fly on the bike and all that kind of thing. So they do that without retelling the story of E.T., which I think is pretty cool. So we're going to head now and get our wristbands for Halloween Horror Nights for the Stay and Scream. So it's changed, the process has changed from last year. Last year there was like holding pens and you had to pick a holding pen and go into that holding pen and wait. This year they're doing wristbands and then you can just free roam the park as much as you like. So it sounds to me like this process this year is going to be better. Because last year I was like, what's going on? I don't get it, and I was so confused. But I feel like just putting a wristband on my wrist and then let me do what I like and then let me go in the houses when I want to is probably the better option. So this sounds a lot better for me. This sounds a lot more Rob friendly.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you just said there. It was really overwhelming last year. It almost felt like you had to dedicate a whole day to queuing in these holding pens. I say a whole day, like a good few hours to queuing in these holding pens, whereas now they've basically said even during the security suite, as long as you've got a wristband, you can stay in the park, which is basically what Disney do, isn't it? For Mickey's Not So Scary. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes this year. I'm hoping it's a better experience because yeah, it was overwhelming last year, I found. And I wonder if anybody that came last year agrees. If you did, let us know what you thought too. The Stay and Scream if you did it in the comments, because I'll be quite interested to know actually.
Awesome to see the Halloween Horror Nights bar back, exactly as it was set up last year by the look of it, or very similar anyway. But yeah, really nice to see this bar back. I really enjoyed this part of the event, so excellent. Really looking forward to getting back in here at some point this evening. Still got the podiums, as we can see here, for the actors to stand on. Yeah, really enjoyed this part of it. I believe it was new for last year, and it looks like it was successful because they brought it back. Thank you very much.
So we've collected our wristbands. That was a really easy process, actually. Probably a lot easier than last year. Still quite like, the process is very quick and it's very like, I don't know, it's almost like, do you feel like you almost have to know what you're doing?
Kind of, yeah.
If you don't know if you don't know what you're doing, you feel like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
And we did, but only for about 5 minutes. Now I feel okay. So what we're gonna do, I think, is go and find a refillable drink vessel. Can't think of the word. Cup, that's the word I was looking for. I went bottle, and bottle's not right, is it? I'm gonna go find a refillable cup, probably get a HHM one, and then go and get a little snack or something, maybe something to eat. And then I think the plan is to kind of have a walk around and familiarise ourselves with the scare zones, where the houses are, and just get a bit of a lay of the land before we need to come up with our battle plan for later. So. Louis is where we're headed. So this has got a bit of an overlay on it, I believe, for like 5 nights at Freddy's. So we're gonna go in and check it out and see what it's actually like.
Are you alright for your night?
Thank you, you too. So we've got 2 jumbo pepperoni pizza slices. We have eaten in here before. They do have some HHM menu items, but they're currently not on because I guess it's not late enough. But we're hungry anyway and we need to eat, so this is probably one of the best places that we've found to eat in Universal Studios so far. And it's quite quiet at the moment, which is good. So we'll get this eaten before HHN kicks off, and we've got HHN food to enjoy later. So yeah, this seemed like a good option to stop off to start with. But the Five Nights at Freddy's overlay is very loose. There's like a backdrop, and some of like the cash register like area has some like printed theming on it. It's nothing major, but it's pretty cool. It's they've done something, I guess.
All of a sudden the clouds have formed and it's got a little bit dark. I can hear the thunder as well, so I think it's going to rain a bit. Looking at the forecast though, it's only going to rain for about an hour, so I think we're going to go and do an indoor maze to get started, and then hopefully by the time that's all kind of done, hopefully the rain will have stopped. So I don't think we're getting rain all evening, which is good. It's so weird to see now part of the non-loop loop for Rip Ride Rocket. It's half gone. So literally within the next couple of days, or within the next week, I'd probably say, that whole lifter will be down. It's bizarre. I've never seen the park without it, so it's really strange.
So started the night strong with the WWE house, and then we went straight in and did Terrifier because it was only on a 60-minute wait, and my guess is that that's going to get pretty full, if not at capacity, at some point throughout tonight. So yeah, not bad at all. I think we waited about 45 minutes in total for Terrifier, so can't complain, although it did, as you probably saw, absolutely chuck it down. What did you think?
Which one? Terrifier?
Both.
Oh, the first one was okay. I got a few jump scares and stuff in it. I'm not really a wrestling fan, so it didn't really do anything for me wrestling-wise.
No.
The theme of the house, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, didn't really do anything for me. But,
No, not me.
But Terrifier was really good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Terrifier.
It wasn't as scary as I was expecting. It was really gory. It probably made me laugh a few times out of the stupidity more than scared me. I wasn't sure which side you were going there.
Oh, I'm just trying to stay frank.
Yeah, it probably made me laugh more times than it scared me, to be fair.
I think it plays up to the movie very, very well. I think it plays up to the movies extremely well, and it just kind of, I don't think
it brings it all in, doesn't it? Like you can see so many different references from it.
Yeah, I don't think it's there to be scary, if I'm honest. I don't think the films are scary.
No.
They're just gory and a bit silly.
Yeah.
And I guess the house is exactly the same.
Exactly. So I guess that, I think what the plan now is to do LRT stuff. Everything is currently around a 45-minute wait, with Five Nights at Freddy's and Fallout being a little bit longer. But they're the IP ones, so I was expecting them to be busy anyway. And Five Nights at Freddy's seems to have a pretty big cult following, bigger than I actually realised. So yeah, we're going to go...
Bigger than he realised.
Bigger than... Yeah. But yeah, we're going to go and do that now. I think we might grab something to eat beforehand, we might grab a drink. We're just going to have a little look around here and just see what snacks and stuff are available. But yeah, that's the plan currently. But I think we're off to a pretty solid start, don't you?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, as I just said, that first house was okay. I got a few jump scares in it. It was all right, but it's very, very like WWE wrestling focused. So the theme for me wasn't really anything that I'm particularly interested in. I just kind of went through it, got a few jump scares in it. So for a first house, I don't think that's bad at all. God, look at my hair because it's been raining. So yeah, for a first house, I don't think it's bad at all, to be honest. But then, as I said, Terrifier played itself up to the movies very, very well. There were certain scenes in there that they'd obviously taken straight from the movie and put into the house, which was really cool. And it's actually the very, very first horror maze or horror house, whatever you want to call them, that I've been through where you get wet. So there is a dry path and a wet path. The wet path isn't really that wet. You can get wet in it if you really want to, but if you just walk through it, it's just like a bit of water. But as it had been raining outside, I already felt wet and my hair was already done for. I thought I might as well go through the wet path, go through the most extreme and just see how it is. And yeah, it was all right, but it's right at the very end, so there isn't really much house after. Although when I did come out of the wet bit and came around the corner, I thought the house was over. There was a final jump scare that got me, so that was pretty good. But no, I thought it was quite a good house. It's actually one of the houses that I was actually most concerned about being not very good, and it actually ended up being quite good.
So house number 3 of the evening
Yeah, it was good.
was El Artista, which was actually really, really good.
It was really good. The theme in that was excellent.
Really good.
I'm still not sure what the story. I think it's like an artist.
It's gone a bit crazy.
It was going a bit crazy, yeah, that's what I took from it. I got a few jumps in there, it was quite good. The theme, I think for me, the theme and the sets in there were what sold it to me. It was really good. There was actually one where there was I don't know how to say it. Someone was like dressed up and they were flying through the.
Oh, like they were on like a zip wire thing.
Yeah, did you see that?
It wasn't a zip wire, but yeah, they were like flying through.
They like flicked water at me, so I looked up and I was like, oh my god, they were like flying through
literally flying across the ceiling.
That was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I'd definitely do that. If we did it again, I'd definitely do that one again.
I'd definitely do that one again. That would be on my list to redo for sure.
That was like, you literally walked into a whole house. There was a whole house set. You walked in. Oh, it's really good. Sets in there were good.
So far, I think that's been my favourite one. I think. So it's a 45-minute wait for El Artista. I think we're going to grab a snack in a second, and then we're going to just see what else is going on.
Are we doing Fallout next?
I think Fallout might be on the card.
It's at 70 minutes. It's at 70 minutes, so it's got quite a weight on it. But I'm not expecting Fallout to be scary. Because it's based on a game, isn't it?
Yeah, but
so I expect it just to be
it's like an apocalyptic game, isn't it? So it's very me and you. So we waited 45 minutes for El Artista, and it's now on an 85-minute wait, so I feel like we timed that one really well. But so far, in terms of comparing it to last year, how are you feeling?
It feels better this year.
Yeah.
I feel better this year. It feels better this year.
I feel better this year because I feel like we understand the event more than we did last year.
Yeah.
And I also feel better this year because I actually think some of the houses are stronger this year.
Yeah.
Or at least they're more us.
Yeah.
So
at the moment, it's stronger. Yes.
Yeah. I really enjoyed everything that we've done so far this year. So yeah, we're going to head towards the back of the park now, potentially pick up a quick snack on the way. Haven't decided what yet. And then we're going to go and get in the line for Fallout, I think. Unless something else piques our interest on the way.
So we've just come out of the Fallout house. That was actually themed really, really well. I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the theming. I didn't really get any scares in it. I only got one scare right at the end where the guy popped out at me, but I kind of missed all the scares all the way through. But the theme was good in there. The issue I have with this one is that I've not actually watched the show. So I don't actually know what I was looking at. And it was one of the things we were supposed to do before we came out, and we just ran out of time and didn't get a chance to do it. So when I get home now I need to watch the show to understand what it was all about. But so I thought we'd be okay being able to go through some of these without watching, I didn't think it'd be a problem. But actually with that one, I didn't have a clue who any of the characters were, didn't have a clue what was going on. So actually for that one, you do actually need to know the show and actually know what it's all about to be able to understand the story of what you're doing and what you're going through. So yeah, with that one, it was themed beautifully, themed really well. Hats off to the creatives for that one, it was really good. But not knowing the story and not knowing what it's all about is what's hindered that one a little bit for me. So yeah, I guess, but that's partly my fault for not doing that research. So yeah, that one's not going to fare too well on the score, unfortunately, but that's my fault.
Where's our...
So we've just come over to the HHM bar to get another drink after our Fallout house. We have got another house coming up very shortly, and I think we're going to go to Dolls and Let's Play Dead. Now this is the one that I was really excited for because I like that whole Dolls house, cursed nursery kind of vibe, and I'm hoping that that's what this is. Now the scare actor we've just met in the bar, I feel like that is from Dolls Let's Play Dead. Now her face was pretty scary. That was pretty horrible. So if you're still with us and watching, thank you very much. But yeah, that didn't look very nice at all, because she stood there holding like a toy that she's kind of holding. So she was pretty creepy. So I'm hoping that she's from Dolls Let's Play Dead. If she is, then I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. So this year at HHN, they don't seem to be doing the blinky cups we had last year, the little flashy cups. If you watched our vlog last year, you'll see the flashy cups. So our friend Kieran has brought along some little flashy ice cubes. So we're dropping the ice cubes in and creating our own flashy cups.
Our own blinky cups.
Our own blinky cups. So, not my idea, completely Kieran's idea, and his ice cube, which I will be returning at the end of the night. So we're calling it a night on our first night here at HHN. We are heading back to our resort now to get some well-earned sleep. We've done about half the houses that are available, and I've actually had a really, really good night. I've really, really enjoyed tonight. It's starting to ramp up now and get really, really busy, and that's the point where, for me, it starts to lose its shine. Just because there's a lot of people consuming alcohol, things like that. It starts about this time now, which is around about midnight, is where it starts to lose its shine. But I have to say that Halloween Horror Nights 2025 is a lot better than 2024 already, and we've only done half the attractions that are available. So I've really enjoyed tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic. I think the houses so far are showing. The houses so far are better than last year's as well. The IT houses so far have been better. But we're coming back again tomorrow, and we already, like I said, we've only done half of the houses. So we've got another 4 or 5 houses to go tomorrow. And we might even we might even revisit a couple of what we've already done tonight again tomorrow, because I did really enjoy them. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. But so far, it's a big thumbs up from me. And yes, I think it is better than 2024.
I would have to agree. I think that this year's has been really, really good so far. Really nice to get back into Halloween Horror Nights, really kick off spooky season. Yeah, really nice to spend time with some of our friends here as well, which was really good. Enjoyed every single one of the houses that we did. Some of them weren't my favourite, but they were all really good tonight. I think so far my favourite has probably been El Artista, maybe followed by Dolls Let's Play Dead. But yeah, overall, it's been a really good night, and I also agree. I think that this is tops last year by far. I think the houses are stronger. I think that the overall vibe is better. I think that some of the processes as against your experience, like the stay in the screen process now, I think that's been ironed out, so I think it's a lot better. So yeah, I also think that 2025 has beat 2024's Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, it's been a really good night, and I'm really, really looking forward to getting back tomorrow for round 2 and being able to do some of our favourite ones again, like Rob said, and also experiencing the remaining 4 that we've got left. So we've done 6 out of 10 tonight, which I think is pretty solid going for our first night.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm really hoping that tomorrow we'll be able to, or on night 2, we'll be able to get more done and get the 10 wrapped up, and then revisit any of our favourites. So if you have got this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. It really means a lot to us, and also really helps the channel out as well, and allows us to continue doing what we're doing. We've got a whole another night of Halloween Horror Nights to come, as well as plenty of other content from this trip as well. So we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.